everyone. Welcome to this NBA broadcast right here on 2K Sports. And T-Mobile starting lineup for Phil Jackson and Mike Brown. Now let's take a moment for this Sprite ice-cold keys to the game.
Well, this is a big-time matchup. There's no question about that, Kevin. Two outstanding, star-studded teams going head-to-head between the lines. Plenty of depth and athleticism. So I'd say run the break as much as you can and get some easy baskets. Play in transition. If you get stuck in the half court, then let's get the ball inside. When you've got quality bigs, you have to make sure you take advantage of them. Feed those big dogs. And if that fails, one word: ISO motion.
I love ISO motion. And here's Iverson with it. To the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock.
Show us how it's done, big man. Great determination earns him the ball.
Here's Bryant. From close range, he gets hammered and he'll head to the line. That's on Allen Iverson.
First team foul. Bryant shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. He gets them both. Wade with it. To Howard. Stolen away.
The interior D was lurking on that one.
Paul. And here is Young from the right block. Wade with it. Tipped. Garnett backs in. Lets it go from the left block, and that is good.
Showed some good footwork there. Finesse is the only way to burn a guy that much bigger.
Duncan down low, working on Garnett. Shoots from the post. Duncan with the bucket.
For me, Tim Duncan is one of the greatest power forwards to ever play the game. His efficiency and his skill level is what makes him one of the greats of all time. He's a guy that I think would have been an outstanding player even if he was only 6'5", because he can handle the ball, he can shoot it, he's got a tremendous IQ, and his footwork is fantastic. You hear me? Fantastic. 5-star footwork, and he's got all the shots with his back to the basket, and nobody shoots the 15 to 17-foot bank shot any better than Mr. Fundamental, Tim Duncan.
He knocks down the first one. And he splits the free throws. Here comes Paul. And here is Bryant. Wade is covering. In close. Gets in close. Kept alive. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Dwight Howard. Good for the three-point play. James with it. Right around 5 minutes left in the first. Here's James. Hits the 15-footer.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Now Yao inside. Rips it down off the beautiful pass. He has 5.
What is the defense doing letting him get easy dunks? They need to stay on their toes.
James with it. Garnett nails the easy jumper.
You knew that one was good as soon as he released it. That's cash money.
Screen by Duncan. Swing pass. 6 seconds to shoot. Dumps it off to Yao. Yao was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call. Pierce is in at small forward. Here comes Devin Harris. The pass cut off by the West. Up ahead to Kobe. Rips it down with one hand.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Howard. Screen by Howard. Working on Yao. Shoots from the post from short range.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Here comes Chris Paul. Now Stoudemire. Here's Duncan. Sinks it from the top of the key.
They're really giving them all they can handle here. The defense is having a hard time keeping up.
Coach Brown wants a timeout. Shaq is in at center. Wade with it. 2:46 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Bryant. To Duncan, working on Howard. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And as you mentioned, the defense a step slow, trying to defend this offensive onslaught.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, when they're shooting at such a high percentage like they are, they're really difficult to beat.
And that one's good by Pierce.
They're giving up too much height on that matchup. He can just shoot right over them.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Wade.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal. That's just poor defense, Kevin. Somebody's got to get back and defend the basket. Instead, they give up a rack-to-rack finish.
Now Paul. O'Neal inside, working on Howard. Shoots from the post.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Third team foul. O'Neal shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. Garnett is in at center. He gets them both. James with it. 1:42 left in the first. Pierce up top. Garnett in the post. O'Neal's there. On the paint.
Once he gets you inside like that, you're done. It's over. You can't guard him. His post game is just too powerful.
Coach Jackson signals for a timeout.
Timeout, Western All-Stars.
Both teams making some changes.
Al Gasol and Brandon Roy.
Now Paul. Here's Gasol. Blocked. And he grabs the rock. Quick hands by Garnett. Here's Pierce, defended by Paul. Wade. Yes, from downtown. 5 points in the game.
That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
Here's Roy. Inside. Garnett grabs the board.
Tough D forces him to miss it at the rim. You won't see that very often.
To LeBron. A little long, but it goes in.
That's exactly where the coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin. Right there from mid-range.
Intercepted.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Here's Roy. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
At
good.
the buzzer!
An amazing shot, Kevin. That's highlight reel material.
We've got a tie ball game on our hands.
They've been very active with their hands going for steals. They've really been disruptive on defense. However, defensively, they need to clamp down on those shooters. They've got to know where they are. They're giving up too many easy looks.
We've reached the end of the first, and both teams going back and forth. It's knotted up at 18. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Phil Jackson.
Hey, Kev, he told me that his team is well aware of their tough interior defense and shot blocking, but if we can get them to leave their feet, we'll have a chance to get them into early foul trouble. Guys?
That's good advice, Cheryl. The best way to neutralize the shot blocker is to force him off the court.
It always helps to know your opponent. We'll see how they manage.
This is what happens when the defense lags. Wrong guy to give an opening to.
Now Garnett working on Gasol, and that one's good by Pierce.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Got a piece of it. Shen gets in close, rebounded by Howard. We've got a tie ball game on our hands. Here's Harris. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Chauncey Billups.
First team foul. Harris, shooting one.
He completes the three-point play. Devin Harris certainly is one of the most athletic, certainly as quick a point guard as you'll find league-wide.
Not only does he have straightaway speed, Kevin, but he also has change of direction speed, which allows him to get to the rim almost at will.
And here is Billups. 6 seconds to shoot. Roy can't hit. Here comes Devin Harris. 3-point lead. Here's Howard in close. Can't connect. Shen has picked up his first foul of the game.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Can't sink the first. Some adjustments for both teams. He sinks the second. I gotta believe, Clark, that the Olympic experience, when the U.S. recently won the gold in Beijing, did wonders for Dwight Howard in a lot of different ways, for confidence, but just being around these great players for such a long time.
I don't know if we can even quantify what that means to a guy like Dwight Howard. Early in his career, to have that experience, but to have the kind of focus and intensity and attention to detail that he saw from the superstars in the game rub off on him this early in his career continues to lay a foundation for greatness for that young man, barring injury. Well, that's a little bit of the European style of play there. When your bigs can hit the mid-range jumper, it can really open things up for everybody else.
And here is Billups. Nowitzki knocks it down from 19 feet. And here is Williams. About 4.5 minutes left in the second. Here's Pierce. Dumps it off. Here's Johnson. Hits the tray.
He got the ball inside, and when the D closed in, he just kicked it out to the open man. Simple, but beautiful.
And here is Billups. Hands it off to Roy. Billups lobs it up. Deflected. The steal by the East. Williams. Count the baseline J. Coach Jackson calls a timeout. Both teams changing it up. And here is Billups. Under 4 minutes left in the half. And here is Nowitzki. Over Johnson. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Perimeter. Garnett, baseline. Johnson up top. From deep. What a shot! He's got 6.
Well, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Here's Nowitzki. Count it! They cut the lead to 8.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
James with it. He's up against Gasol. 5 on the shot clock. James misses. And here comes Roy. To Yao. I'm inside. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Here comes Williams. 8-point game. Garnett in the post. He's up against Gasol.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Gasol passes it back, and here is Billups. Now Yao inside, on the money. He has 7.
That's a good job to recognize the mismatch and then take advantage down low.
On the shot clock. James with it, defended by Gasol. Here's Garnett. Got a piece of it. And both teams will make some substitutions. Here comes Billups. Coach Jackson signals for a timeout. Now Gasol. Kobe connects from in close. 6 points for him. Clark, when they write the final chapter on Kobe Bryant, where will he rank in this game?
Well, I think he'll be a Hall of Famer, first ballot, no doubt. When you consider the guys that have come into the NBA right out of high school, he will be considered one of the forerunners to having successful careers as a guy who never played in college. Actually, he may go down, when you consider him and LeBron James and some others, he very well could go. Kevin Garnett, he could very well go down, maybe as the highest scoring of that group of players to have come into the NBA.
Most spectacular player, maybe of his generation right now. I mean, there's been Dominique, there's been Michael, but now in this generation.
Yeah, maybe I think he'd be right there. As a matter of fact, you could put him in a group of all-time most dynamic and dominating players. Time will tell where those guys end up.
Williams' shot is good. To Dirk, takes it up, count it, and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
First team foul.
Good for the three-point play. And here is Williams. 15 seconds left in the second.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Here's James. Buries the short-range jumper. He's got 7.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
And here comes Kobe Bryant. 6 points for him. Here's Billups. Kept alive.
Well, the coach has a tough decision to make here. He can leave him in and risk a 3rd foul, or take him out with 2 and lose some of his production.
Both teams making some changes. And he ties it up.
Man, there's been a lot of offense so far. Both sides are having no problems finding the net.
Quite a show so far, that's for sure. That's it for the first half. The score all tied at 38. And now the T-Mobile halftime report. Let's now take a look at the team stats for the first half. West All-Stars have been aggressive getting the ball down in the paint.
Well, if they keep attacking the rack like that, they'll be in good.
Welcome, everyone. The second half of this 2K Sports NBA presentation getting underway. We've got quite a battle going on in this one. And here is Bryant. Kobe for the lead. Paul leads the game in assists. James with it, trailing by 2. To Iverson. Garnett connects from 13 feet out. He's got 10. Here comes Chris Paul. And here's Duncan. Garnett grabs the board. And here comes James. Stuffs it in.
Oh, 2 hands to make sure.
Now Paul. Duncan backs him down. Wade is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Now Paul. A 2-point game. Five on the shot clock. Here's Bryant. Drains the easy jumper. He's got 10.
That's what makes an offense flow. Good execution, smart shots.
Yao gets the defensive 3-second call.
Garnett, shooting 1.
And it's off. Wade with it. 5 points in the game. The dump off to James. To Iverson. 6 seconds to shoot. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
And here is Bryant. Iverson covering. AI gets a grip on it, and that'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball ball.
Yao from 6 feet. That's the kind bounce off the back rim. He's got 14.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Coach Brown wants a timeout. Harris is in at the point. And here is Harris. It's tipped. Howard up on top. Working on Yao. Dumps it off. Here's Garnett. It's good.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here.
Coach Jackson calls time. Now Paul. Under 5 minutes left in the third. Into...
He's not a sensational dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure.
Here comes Devin Harris. Paul, it's the reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
And here is Harris. Screen by Howard. Hangs. Finishes with the soft touch. 5 points in the game.
That makes it 4 for 5 to start the third. Really coming out of halftime looking to get a big jump on the opponent. Kobe Bryant is one of the game's top point makers. But it's not just all about scoring. He scores because his footwork complements his agility, and his savvy and smarts are at the top of the charts.
Gets them both. Wade with it. He's got 5. Six seconds to shoot. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. The West still holding on to a small lead.
It's anyone's game right now, partner. Every possession is critical.
Slammed down by Duncan. He's got 8.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
James with it. 9 points in the game so far. From close range, Duncan snatches it inside. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. To Bryant, Duncan kisses it off the glass and in.
Kev, you can't let him get the ball that close to the basket. By that time, it's already too late.
Coach Brown wants to talk it over. Pierce is in at small forward. And here is Harris. To the elbow. Here's Pierce. Duncan on him. And that one's good by Pierce.
The defender was right in his face, but he used that to his advantage. That's an NBA move.
To Duncan. Pierce covering. From short range. Rebounded by Howard.
That was his to make, but he let the defense bother him. Can't do that on those lay-ins. You got to concentrate and finish. Boy, Kevin, I tell you what, with Dwayne Wade, what a turnaround and what a difference being healthy makes. People were starting to write Dwayne Wade off because his numbers and production had gone down. But he was hurt. He was not healthy. Knee trouble, shoulder issues, trying to carry a team. And he did it all without complaining, but you knew he wasn't himself. Redeem Team showed you who Dwayne Wade is, and that was the platform and the launching pad for an unbelievable comeback season for Dwayne Wade.
And here is Bryant following Chris Paul's three-point attempt.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Here's Pierce. Great finish in traffic. 8 points for him. Now Paul. Poked away. Stoudemire. Here's Duncan. Connects on the baseline jumper. And I agree, not only matching up off the glass, but in scoring as well.
Yeah, and sometimes it really comes down to maybe 3 or 4 possessions, a couple of consecutive second chance opportunities, maybe a couple of stops. That ends up perhaps making the difference, Kevin.
And here is Harris. He has 5. James.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Here comes Chris Paul. And here is Bryant. 109 left in the third. Breakaway jam by Wade. He's got 8.
My goodness gracious, Kevin, that's got to be the dunk of the night. No question about it.
To the paint. Here's Yao. Cans the shot.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Wade, right wing. Throws it up. And here is Harris. 6 seconds to shoot. Kick out. On the wing, Dwayne Wade.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Here comes Chris Paul. To Stoudemire. Young flushes it with the one-handed jam. He's got 18.
Well, he's not a premier scorer, but he's contributed big time on the offensive end today.
Wade with it. Over Bryant. Missed. Well, it's been an exciting game as we finish the third. The score still close, 58-55. Yao Ming has played his heart out. 18 points and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, it might not look all that imposing on the stat sheet, but if you're paying close attention, you can see the impact he's had on this game. He's going all out.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome back to what's been a fantastic game, closely contested by two teams that obviously want to win it very badly as we begin play in this much-anticipated fourth quarter. And here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Here's Garnett. Drops it in from 12 feet. Nice shot by the 15th-year veteran out of Farragut Academy. On the shot clock. And it's Bryant missing. And here comes Wade. 10 points for him. To Harris. Pierce. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
He can't get the first. He ties it up.
He couldn't make them all, but at least he got this game tied up.
Here comes Chris Paul. Here's Roy. Wade is covering. Throws it up. The East with a big possession.
Can they come back to take the lead?
Pierce backs down. To take the lead. Banks it home. They're in front, 60-58. Here's Roy. Drops it in on the layup.
Explosive offense. These two teams have been going at each other this entire game.
Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke moments ago with Mike Brown.
Hey guys, he wants his team to loosen up offensively. He said, we're passing on too many open looks. If you got a good look, take it. These are shots we can make. That's something most players don't mind hearing. Kevin?
Thanks, Cheryl. And here is Williams. Here's Pierce. Hits the elbow jumper.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Both teams making some changes. Now Paul. Right around 5 minutes left to the fourth. Nowitzki in the post. Johnson's there. West. Kept alive. Rips it down with one hand.
That's his bread and butter. That's his meal ticket. That's who he is. That's what he does. Crash the boards, snatch it down, and then jam it back in. That's outstanding tenacity on the backboards.
And here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Johnson. It's blocked. Tie ball game. It's one-on-one. Got a piece of it. Stolen away by Wade. And here comes Wade. He's got 10. Dumps it off. It stays here.
Good heads-up play to deflect that pass. That's why you stay active on defense with your hands. Make them use that clock.
James with it. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the shot clock. To Johnson with 1 on the clock. And that one's good.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Gasol inside, working on Howard. Dirk. The jump hook, good. And here is Johnson. He's got 8. And here is Harris. Outside. Howard in the post. He's up against Gasol. His first attempt. Howard, that's good.
That just goes to show you, folks, everybody in this league is a pro. Give them a shot like that, and they'll knock it down.
Now Paul. Stolen away.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Here comes Devin Harris. And here is Harris. He's got 5. Wade backs in. Shoots from the post. Gets the lay-in.
Oh, that was a surprisingly good move there in the post. I think he surprised the defense a bit with that move.
Now Paul. Tipped.
Well, they put themselves in that position by losing control of the ball. Those turnovers. Oh.
The West still have time here.
That's right, but they've got to keep their composure. Got to play with poise. Stay cool and keep chipping away at it.
Well, they prevented the dunk, but there's a whistle, and he'll head to the line.
I don't think they've done a good enough job getting to the line here in the second half. I mean, they've just not been as aggressive and not been as efficient in getting that ball inside.
He knocks down the first one. He gets them both.
Kevin, they've been very efficient from the line today, extremely efficient, especially here in the second half. I mean, they've not missed one yet. 100% from the line, that's strong.
And here is Harris. 5 points in the game. With the fadeaway, fades away. The shot by Wade, no good.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
The West retain possession.
15 seconds on the shot.
And here is Nowitzki. 9 points in the game so far. Bryant. And that one's good.
Ice cold, unflappable, unfazed by the pressure, Kevin. He just lines it up and lets it go and knocks it down.
The East will take a timeout here. They're winning by 2. 1:39 left to the fourth. James with it. He's got 11. LeBron right corner. The handoff to James. Howard in the post. He's against Nowitzki. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. The West need to work fast. Lob inside to Gasol. And here is Bryant. Wade is covering. Here's Nowitzki. Kept alive. West to tie it up. Chokes on the layup.
That was a golden opportunity to knock the game up, Kevin. In the fourth quarter, you've got to execute and knock down big shots.
Less than 1 minute left. To James. Wade. Nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock. The West call timeout. They're behind by 4. 32 seconds left in the game. And here is Bryant. 14 points for him. From inside. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he wanted that three-point play. That shot came real close to going down.
Bryant shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 3. He gets them both.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
James with it. 11 points in the game. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's James. Gets the bucket and the foul. Chris Paul picks up that.
James shooting 1.
Can't get the and one, but they still enjoy a 4-point lead. The West will call a full timeout. They trailed by 4. 14 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Well, the options are reduced to 1 right here. Quick shot, intentional foul, and hope for missed free throws at the other end.
And here is Bryant. He's got 16.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
The West commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
That's the right move. Stop the clock and hope they make a mistake you can take advantage of.
Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. Off on the second. Coach Jackson calls for a timeout. They're trailing by 3. 10 seconds left in the game. Clark, what's your take?
You need a 3 here to tie, but there's still some time left on the clock. If you can get a quick layup for 2, I'd take that and then foul.
And here comes Kobe Bryant. He's got 18. Here's Bryant. Bullseye! He's got 20.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
The West will go for the intentional foul.
Foul them to prevent the easy basket. You'll have to earn it at the line.
Sinks the first one, and that'll put him up by 2. Perfect from the line, and it's a 3-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of the charity stripe here, stretching that margin to 3.
The West call timeout. They're losing by 3 in the game. Clark, what do you think?
They need a quick 3 here. It's a tough shot. The odds are against them, but anything's possible.
The East win the hard-fought game as they outlast the West 77-74. for his steady play, Dwayne Wade is the Jordan Brand player of the game.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.